Are you like a lot of people living on a budget? Are you a gigs worker? Do you make an hourly wage or a salary on your current position? Um, Let me just kind of tell you a little bit about my story. I've been in the workforce for more than 45 years. And when I started out, like everybody starts out working as hourly, working for an hourly wage. Um, what happens in today's society, back then, when I started out working, you could work as many hours as you wanted, and they paid you time and a half, and they didn't mind as long as you were getting the job done. And but in today's society, a lot of companies, I know Publix, Walmart, just to give you a couple, um, they put you on a schedule. A lot of times they only put you on a schedule for 32 hours because they don't want you to get 40. They don't want you to go over 40. They don't give you a 40-hour schedule. I know several people that work at Publix, and I know a bunch of people that work at Walmart, and they don't give you a 40-hour schedule. They give you a 32-hour schedule, and then if you do happen to work over a little bit, they're not having to pay you overtime, which is time and a half. And a lot of companies are trying to avoid doing so. Uh, if you work for a salary, then guess what? You're not working less than 50 hours because now I'm paying you a salary. You need to work until the job is done. So they expect you to work more than 40 hours. If you go in on a salary and you just work 40 hours, they're going to want to know why you went home, or they'll tell you, hey, you can't go home till the job is done. Don't care if it takes 16 hours. We're paying your salary. Because I've been in both positions before. Uh, then I went to straight commission, and I went to a company where, I've done several things throughout my life, and I've always made a commission towards the end. And I've realized that if you really want to get ahead in life, you need to make your time worth something. So if you're making a commission, you're going to work just a little bit harder, and you're going to try to get more done in as little time as possible in order to make the most out of it. And I have been really, really successful in making, a commission only type job, working a commission only type job. I have been more successful at that than I have anything. And so I say all that to say that, a lot of you are either hourly employees or you're a salaried employee. And if you're either, normally if you're an hourly employee, you're looking for something extra. You want to work a little bit over to make a little bit overtime, but your company won't let you. So what you do is you resort to the gigs ads, and people look for gigs jobs that they can go and do, like Amazon Flex, for example. You can do a block of time for like 4 hours and make, $100 or something like that, which is not bad, which is $25 an hour, but then you got to have your own vehicle and you got to pay all your own expenses and you got to pay a little bit more for insurance in order to do so. So it's not like you're making $25 an hour. But still, it beats the alternative of going somewhere and clocking in for 13 or 14 bucks an hour, because you're just trading dollars for time is what you're doing. And I say all that to say that there's a new company that just we're in pre-launch right now at the moment, and it's a company called Save Club. And what it is that Save Club is all about, it's like the advertising industry. Uh, well, let me rephrase that. Not the advertising industry, but the companies that are using Save Club are rerouting their dollars spent on advertising. What they're looking for companies like Save Club that have a huge, huge membership base company that they can offer discounts to, and they offer discounts already. But whenever you go, like for Memorial Day, for example, we just experienced that. Memorial Day was yesterday. You see ads all over the place on television and hear about them on the radio saying, "Hey, come in and save 25 cent or 25% today and today only, or today through Wednesday. You know, you can save up to 25%, off of selected items." Well, through Save Club, those same deals that they're offering, you can save, like in some circumstances, you can save up to 65%. For example, I actually just bought a set of luggage last Saturday, and it took 2 days to get. I got it actually on Memorial Day. I got it at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. But the regular price was $400 for a 5-piece set of the hard case, the hard shell luggage. Hopefully you've seen one of my videos, and actually I did a video yesterday showing the luggage whenever it came. And but anyhow, it was a $400 set of luggage, and I paid 125 bucks for it through Save Club. Now I couldn't get that deal anywhere else. I went on samsclub.com because I'm a member of Sam's Club as well, and I typed in luggage, and I found the hard shell, hard case, whatever it's called, the luggage, but it was a 2-piece set, and it was on sale for $30 off, and you pay $139 for a 2-piece. Well, I bought 5 pieces for $125 at 65% off from Walmart, and they delivered it right to my door. And I'm really excited about that. I needed an oil change, so I went into my back office under my deals, and I found an oil change for $20 off your bill. Pulled it up on my cell phone, went and got my oil changed. When I pulled it up and I went to pay the bill, handed them my debit card, they scanned the barcode on my cell phone and took $20 off the bill. And I say all that to say that to be a member of Save Club, it's $19.97, less than $20, right? And you pay that once a month. But the deals, I just told you about $275 I saved off of some luggage that I bought. I saved $20 off an oil change. I'm going to save, because I've already reserved it. I haven't actually paid for it yet. My wife and I are going to Orlando, and we're staying in a hotel where we're saving $78 over Trivago's best deal. And Trivago is one of the cheapest sites out there. There's hotels.com, Orbitz, Trivago, Kayak. But this particular hotel that we're looking at, it's going to be like $20 or $70 less. It's $120 a night with taxes and fees and everything. And we're going to be there for 2 nights, so we're going to save $156. So right there is $400, a little over $400 that we're saving. I joined this club 3 weeks ago. I'm going into my 4th week. This week, I'm going into my 4th week. And I say all that to say that a lot of people, they look for ways to make money to help supplement their income. But why don't you start with looking at how you can save money? Because I just saved $400. Now, did I need the luggage? Well, actually, yeah, because our old luggage wore out, and my wife and I are cruising a lot. But did I have to buy the luggage right now? No, I didn't have to buy that right now, but I'm in a position where I could, and I saved $275 on it, so I'm extremely happy about that. But the things that you buy every day, like your toiletries, your groceries, your clothing. If you go to my deals in your back office, actually I was on there last night, and I've been spending a lot of time scrolling down through and just typing in different things and trying to figure out what it is that we spend our money on a regular basis for the things that we need around the house just to survive. And I'm finding everything that we spend our money on anyway in deals in my back office. And the savings that I get are generally more than what they advertise, because they're having to pay for that advertisement. Like when they were advertising, save 25% today and tomorrow, Memorial Day weekend sale, they had to pay for that advertisement. Well, with Save Club, they don't have to pay up front for advertising. There's going to be, there's not yet, because we just started 3 weeks ago. Well, the beginning of May, it's going on 4 weeks now. But there's going to be over 1 million members within the first year of Save Club. And the deals are going to get even bigger and better. But, with a lot of startup companies, they start out with one product. Like, for example, Amazon started out selling books. Jeff Bezos was selling books out of his basement. And he started a subscription-based, a membership-based model where you can order these books at a discount. Well, guess what? I was scrolling yesterday and I found Amazon. So I logged in and it redirected me to Amazon's site, but it said save up to 40% off of Amazon. Well, Amazon is already cheaper than you can buy things everywhere else, but if you can buy it for an additional 40% off, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I think it's a good thing, and I'm excited about that because I found something that I really needed that, I'm actually going to buy, and it's going to save me. Actually, it's on, because it says save up to 40%. I'm only going to save like 18% on this, but I'm excited about that. It's 18% off of Amazon's price, and my wife is an Amazon Prime member. Another example, Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza is offering up to $16 savings. And what that is if you buy any size pizza, let's say you buy a large specialty pizza and it costs $16, you're going to get the second large specialty pizza, just like the one you just bought, with all the same toppings, for free. Well, through our back office, there's a company called Upside, and that's free to anybody to actually download, but you can download it from your back office, and anybody that becomes a part of your business, that becomes an affiliate or a member, and they download it, guess what? You're going to get a percentage off of what they do. And I'm saying all that to say that I'm going to do this tonight. I'm going to order a large 3-topping pizza, the 3 toppings that my wife likes the most. And I'm going to get another 3-topping pizza with the toppings that I like the most for free. But I'm going to pay for it using my Upside app, and I'm going to get 17% cash back on top of getting one of the pizzas for free. Now, how do you beat that? You can't. So anyway, if this intrigues you and interests you in any way, which it should, please do me a favor. 1, give me a thumbs up. 2, subscribe to this channel because I'm brand new at this and I'm trying to build a YouTube base and trying to get my channel going. So I've been posting every day. I've got about 14 or 15 videos so far. And the subscribe button down below, if you'll just click that subscribe button every time when I post a video, you'll get a notification. You can watch the video, and I'll have a bunch of information as I go, and as I learn more about the business, I'll be able to share more. But there's a link right below this video as well. If you click on that link, that'll take you to the website where you can put your name and email address, and what you're doing is basically locking in your position with the company, because it is a 2x16 forced matrix, and it'll lock your position in. Well, just to give you a heads up, my sponsor's name is Mack. Now, he is already working on going 3-star. Now, I know you don't know what that means, but that means that's the third promotion with our company, right? But his sponsor is Erik Johnson. Well, Erik Johnson's working on becoming a 4-star, and he's number 6 on the leaderboard as far as recruiting people. And then his sponsor is what's his name? James Cardamone, I think is. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but he's number 3 on the leaderboard. So why am I telling you this? Because the people that are in your upline, as they sponsor people, they have to go downline, and they're continually sponsoring on a continual basis. I mean, on a daily basis. Because it being a 2x16 force matrix, you can only have 2 people on your first level. And then anybody else that you bring in has to go downline in your matrix somewhere. And that excites me because I've already got a bunch of spillover in my matrix, so, and I've already sponsored a few people. I've already sponsored 3 people. And that third person had to go down in my matrix underneath one of the people that I already sponsored. So I'm just getting started. So as I'm getting used to this, I didn't realize that I wasn't even in the video here. But as I'm getting used to this, and I'm kind of new at it, I'm getting more and more participation on a regular basis. So, but anyway, go down below this, click the link, watch the video, secure your spot. Uh, it's like $60 one time for a whole year to get your own website, get your own link. You got training in the back office. You got they do webinars 3 times a week, and they record those, so you can go in if you missed a webinar, you can go in there and watch one later. Also, we have AI, because AI seems to be the new trend, and we have AI available through our back office, and we don't have to pay for it. That's included into that $60 one time per year that you have to pay, and it's $19.97 per month to become a member, and then you get all the discounts. And it's one of those companies. We go to live actually this coming up Sunday, which we only got a few days left, and we go live June the 1st is whenever this thing kicks off. And so the timing there is no better timing than right now. So I encourage you to click the link, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe, because as I do more videos, I will be sharing more and more information. And just so you'll know too, I'm retired. I've been retired for about 11 months now. I was actually just talking to my sister a few minutes ago, and we determined that it was 11 months ago that I retired. And don't seem like it's been that long, and I'm sorry I'm rambling, but because I am retired, when I was building the business or building a business before, I was working like 50 to 55 hours a week. And so I was only devoting about an hour a day, and I was only devoting maybe 3 to 4 days a week to building the business. Well, I've had 3 businesses that I have built in the past, and built my income equal to the income that I was making on my regular job. And I've made I was on a 6-figure, I was making 6 figures. So I was making that with 3 other companies. We'll talk about that a little bit later as to why I'm not doing those anymore. And COVID happened to be the one that kind of took everybody out. So, but anyway, this is a new company. It's just starting up, and I encourage you to take a look. So without anything else going on right now at the moment, I'm gonna get out of this heat because it is hot out here, even though the pool's right behind me, and I'm thinking about taking my shirt off and jumping in. If you have any questions, I have my email information down in the description below as well. So if you want to send me an email and just put in your phone number, I can either give you a call or send you a text, whatever you request. But if you got any questions, please contact me. But please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and I will talk at you later.